I want to have a transparent story time with you guys. Is that cool? What's up, y'all? This is Self Love with TV Beauty, and welcome to my channel. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much for stopping by, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and like this video. This channel is all about self-love and what I do to better love myself, and I'm sharing tips on how you can better love yourself also. This also includes sharing my personal stories and my personal journey, kind of like what I'm going to do today. So this is my first time actually having a story time, so bear with me. I might get a little emotional, who knows. But anyway, let's get started. So my name is Taryn. I'm 28 years old, and I was born and raised in Arkansas, and I still live in Arkansas actually. I grew up as the only girl in a family of 6. I have my mom, my dad. I have 2 older brothers. Now I only have one. One of them passed away when I was about 5 or 6. And I also have a twin brother. We look nothing alike. We resemble, but we don't look anything alike. But growing up as the only girl in a house full of boys, it was hard. I mean, like, hard. It was challenging because when you're the only girl, you get different types of privileges, but at the same time, you get treated a little bit differently. The rules are a little bit more strict towards you than they are towards your brothers. On top of that, for me, growing up, I always kind of felt like the outcast, and I experienced a lot of loneliness. I had extremely low self-esteem because, you know, when you grow up with all boys, you know, they're always ragging on you, they're always roasting you all the time. And as the only girl, I took a lot of those insults seriously and personally. They used to call me fat, ugly, stupid, all kinds of stuff. They would say stuff like nobody liked me, nobody wanted me. I remember the worst thing that they had ever told me was the only way a man will want you is if he felt sorry for you. Bro, when I was younger, that right there broke me. Like, I remembered going to my room crying because I was like, nobody wants me. And when I was younger, I looked a bit different from this. Let's just say I glowed up. I really did. When I was a kid, I was chunky. My hair was broken because when I was about 6, I started getting perms and everything, and that really damaged my hair. I had acne, bushy eyebrows. I used to perspire a lot, so I was always sweaty all the time. And I can remember times where I would get insulted at home, and then I would go to school and get insulted, and then go back home and get insulted. So it was just like I was hearing insult after insult after insult after insult. And by that time, my self-esteem was like, boo! I mean, it was a straight plateau. I'll just be real with you. When I was a kid, I had this like vanity, and I think I got it from my cousin Crystal, but it was like this big vanity, and it had this big round mirror. And I remember I used to sit in front of that mirror and just stare at myself, and I used to think I was the most hideous person on the planet. And in my head was all of the words that my brothers used to tell me about how ugly I was, how fat I was, how stupid I was, all of that. And I remember just getting so down, like I just felt like nobody wanted me, and I didn't want to be here anymore. I got tired of the insults. I got tired of everybody messing with me and talking about me. And I remember at age 11, I wanted to commit suicide. My mother used to work at Walmart, so she used to get these box cutters. Like, she used to carry box cutters in her little Walmart vest. And during that time, she used to put box cutters on the dryer. She would just sit them there. It didn't really mean anything. She would just sit them there before she would go to work because they were easy to find on the dryer. And so I remember seeing one of her box cutters. She had like a yellow and black box cutter. And I remember taking it because my room was right next to the dryer and the washer. So I remember I took the box cutter, and my goal at the time was to take the box cutter and slit my wrist. Like, I remembered feeling so terrible that I did not want to exist anymore. Everything in me made me think that I was not worthy of living here, because I figured, okay, what's the point of my life when my brothers don't like me? You know, people at school don't like me. I'm getting insulted and called fat, ugly, and stupid at school, and then turn around and get the same insults at home. what's the point of me even being here? It's obvious nobody wants me here. And I remember I tried so hard to slit my wrist and I just couldn't. I couldn't. And I could remember this voice telling me, don't do it. I love you so much. Don't do it. And I sincerely believe that that was the voice of God telling me not to take myself out of here. I was literally at a point where I felt like my life was like going downhill, and I felt like no one had any type of positive thoughts towards me whatsoever. But I will say I am grateful for all of the people who had planted seeds of hope in me and encouraged me and made me feel like my life mattered. They made me feel beautiful. They reminded me all the time that my life was worth living. Even if I didn't hear it from my brothers or my dad or whoever, I knew I was meant to be here. I knew that my life had a purpose. Not saying that growing up was any easier. It was still hard. Because when you have an older brother who's bigger than you and stronger than you, you get frustrated, you get sad because you're like, I just want my older brother to like me and be proud of me. I felt the same way about my twin. I was just like, I just want these guys to be proud of me and I want them to love me and I want them to say nice things to me. Because mind you, during that time, I didn't hear nothing nice. And I remember being a kid doing everything possible to make them proud. I was in the marching band at one point, from the 5th grade on up to college, actually. And I remember they used to insult me all the time because I was in band, and I guess band wasn't considered anything special. But it was something that I really enjoyed, and I was just like, I really want my family to be proud of me about this. My mom was, she was very proud of me. My dad was, but I was just like, I really want my brothers to look at this as something that's, something fun. I remembered being an overachiever in school. I was captain of this team, or president of this club, and this club, and this club, all because I wanted a compliment and I wanted the men in my family to see value in me. Because it's difficult to be the only girl surrounded by men and you feel like none of them value you. So I spent so much time trying to overcompensate because I wanted them to see my value. And so when they didn't see it, there were times where I felt worthless. I had accomplished a lot. I'm the first in my immediate family to graduate from college. And so I was like, oh, this is a great accomplishment. Are you proud of me now? I have a degree. I'm not anybody's baby mama. I'm not on the poll unless it's election day. But I remembered thinking, I cannot live my life to make them happy. If I live my life, I have to live my life for myself. I have to do what makes me happy. I have to do what makes me proud. I have to do whatever is necessary to set an example for my future children. I cannot live my life seeking to be valued by people who probably can't see it. And this is not to put down anybody in my family. This is to make a point. There are going to be a lot of people in your life who will insult you and they won't be able to see anything good coming from you. Or they do see something good coming from you and they're too prideful to even say congratulations. For me, I had to do what was necessary. And now I'm in a point where I'm inspiring people, even people I've never seen before. I'm helping people I've never met in my entire life. God has blessed me with a platform to give hope to people who feel like their life is not worth living. And I am here to tell you that you matter. Your life is important. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You're brilliant. You are smart. You have everything it takes to make your life worth living. And I understand it hurts when you don't get those types of words from the people you love, but give them to yourself. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you are all you have. People are going to come and they're going to go, but it's up to you to validate yourself. It's up to you to know who you are and know whose you are. You're important. Remember that. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and I will see you all next time. Bye.